Welcome. Today I would like to show you how you can create custom assessments in StudySync. So first of all, you're going to go to your welcome page and you are going to scroll down to the very bottom of the page and you're going to go to the Help Center. And once you're in the Help Center, you will be able to find specific tutorials. Once you're in the Help Center, you're going to come down here to the box that says Resources, and you're going to click on that. And it should then take you to Resources at the bottom of the page. And here in Resources, you've got a lot of different things, but what we want to focus on today are these tutorial videos. So you're going to click on the tutorial video, and in that you're going to see a whole list of tutorials that you can see here in StudySync. And we want to go back to the tutorials on assessment. And so you're going to look through all of these tutorials on assessment, and we're going to go down today and we're going to look at copy, edit, assign, and share tests. So we're going to click on that, and up will come the tutorial for this segment that's going to show you how to create tests.
Copy a pre-existing test for content and test settings, and then how to assign and share that test. Using one of the publisher-provided tests, move to the Options wheel and choose Copy Test. The next screen will ask you to name this test. You can choose the name that best suits what you plan on doing with the test and a way for you to identify the test. Once you create the copy, the version of your test will show up in the My Test library. As it was the most recently created, it will show up at the top. This copy of the test can then be opened to show the questions that exist from the test. At this point, you can go in and remove items using the Options wheel to remove from test if you desire a shorter test or a test focused on particular skills. Or you can decide to edit questions for content or for skill focus that is currently not featured. In this case, we will edit a select text question. When you begin the editing process on a test, you will notice this blue bar with a question mark telling you that this question needs to be created as your own copy. This is required so that your edit does not transfer over to other users of a test. Once you create your own editable copy, you will see the question in the question template, and it now allows you to go in and make the changes you would like. In this case, for a select text question, I might choose to remove some of the selection choices to maybe cut down on the choices that a student looks at. I might choose to add. Once I've made my choices, saving the question will result in the question appearing inside this new test. The question will always default to the bottom of the test, but you can move it up at any point at which you want it to appear. As a new question, its existing tags will not travel. Therefore, you can go in and add the standards that you wish the question to align with. The standard sets that are available for your district will appear, and you will choose the standards set that you want to tag against, open up the anchors to find the standard you'd like, and then simply click and submit. Once that is done, the standard will be added to the question, and you will see it showing up on the test as a tag. One thing to note about questions that you have copied and edited is that the original question still remains in the test. You can simply go to that question and remove it from the test, so there is no duplication of items. A few options with this new test include editing the test settings, which you can find here under the options bar. There are default display options that you might choose to set up differently than the published test, as well as tools. Another thing that can be changed is how answers are viewed, whether you prefer that students never view the answers or view the answers after completing the test or after a test is closed. Choices made at this test setting template will then translate into your new test. You can also assign this new test to a class. You can choose all your students or some of them, and also assign it to other classes. The final option that I will show is the ability to share this new test with other users in your district. Once you find your test in your My Test library, you can go over to the options wheel and choose Share Test. Here, you can add the username of other teachers in your district, and then identify the privilege that you would like them to have for this test. What this means is, would you want them just to look at the test? Do you want them to be able to go into the test and edit those questions? Or would you like them to be able to look and edit and share that test from that point on?
So this is a place where you can create your own tests so that they are individualized for your own classroom. So hopefully this is helpful, and remember that you always have available to you these tutorials, so when you have some questions that can't be answered at the moment, you can always go and take a look at some of these tutorials. So I hope this will be helpful for you.